Hey everybody, welcome back. You're listening to the currently untitled RonJames Celebrity Interview Podcast. I'm Ron McAdams.
And I'm James Rowling.
James, you were in charge of getting us a guest this week. Who are we speaking to?
Oh, we are speaking to none other than comedian, author, wrestling legend, and actor Mick Foley.
Now hold on. Is that his last name?
His name is Mick Foley.
Right, yeah, but like I'm McAdams, so there's normally you have like a Christian name and then you have...
Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's first name is Mick, M-I-C-K.
Oh.
Last name
Okay,
Foley.
all right. Oh, yeah, this is Mankind, right?
Yeah, Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Mrs. Foley's little boy.
Yeah,
all of the
all
above.
those things. Yeah, it's. I remember watching him on TNA Impact, like kind of in the late 2000s.
I'm pretty sure he'd request that you forget that he was ever on TNA Impact.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, he's actually rolling through Denver because he does a lot of like touring comedy now, and a lot of his comedy is in his storytelling, and what's interesting is a lot of the stuff that he talks about has been widely written in some of his books. His Have a Nice Day, Tale of Blood and Sweat Socks was his first book, and a second book just about his life was called Foley is Good, and the real world is faker than wrestling, which is they're both really good reads.
Sure.
But he does do a lot of touring comedy, and he goes to clubs, and as we have previously mentioned, in Lakewood, Colorado, we are equidistant to both the East Coast and the West Coast, and Denver has a huge comedy scene. And for him to be here while we're here, I was able to say, hey, can you give us, at least, 20, 30 minutes of your time? That would be great. And he has agreed to meet us at Paleo Joe's.
See, and that's what's nice, because the Dino Hotel, it's a great place to meet your friends. It's a great place to meet celebrities. People are constantly breezing through here. So this is a great place to sort of get together to arrange these type of things. And I love Paleo Joe's. The staff is so nice. They've got a great selection of drinks. I think Greg often keeps that there's like a very fancy sort of sarsaparilla or root beer there.
Yeah.
So even if you're not like, I don't drink like hard drinks or something like that. I mean, they got like a cool selection of like sodas and things like that too. So that's super cool. I know that you've been kind of trying to set this one up for a while because you're a huge wrestling fan, and not just because you're almost 6 feet tall. It's also because all the fandom, like a lifelong fandom. I remember you said that like your first pillow that your parents gave you was actually an Ultimate Warrior wrestling buddy.
Yeah, I have a wrestling buddy, Ultimate Warrior wrestling buddy.
Before that, you just had to sleep on the floor
of
your parents' house. So it
was a rough childhood until I got the cotton stuffed little wrestling buddy that I could prop my wee head up against.
I know, and just think of all the dreams of like, shaved underarms and face paint.
Oh, not Mick Foley.
No, not Mick Foley, but I mean the ultimate is what I was saying. But
oh yeah, that is true. I mean, you can almost feel the sweat that's glistening off of this.
Oh yeah, it must have been crazy because you're asleep in the middle of the night and it's like the body grease, like your face just slides off and hits the ground. That had to be crazy. But
it was hard to deal with.
Yeah, but no, I like Mick Foley. He just seems like such a nice guy. My wrestling experience and stuff is very much kind of. A lot of it is 80s centric. And then I've seen like 90s, 2000s kind of era stuff. Didn't follow that as closely. But this guy, you could not escape him, man.
No. And the fact that 80s centric is where you are is perfect to have a conversation with him because that was his life. He went to a show where Superfly Jimmy Snuka was on the top of a steel cage and jumped off the steel cage and did a splash onto his opponent below, and that was a huge turning point in Mick Foley's career. And that's something definitely you both could talk about the 80s centric wrestling time.
Well, it's because he started with the smaller groups and then kind of worked up. The McMahon family, they kind of crushed like all that regional wrestling stuff in the 80s and all, and everybody's always had bad feelings about that. But UWF, I had friends that followed a lot of that kind of in the very, very late 80s, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's where he got his start as Cactus Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is, yeah.
So,
and then he toured from there. He went into WCW for a while, felt like he wasn't getting the respect he deserved, moved into WWE, and then went from like sacrificing the wellness of his body into becoming one of the funniest characters the WWE has ever had. Mm-hmm. And that he really got his entire career out of just making people laugh and showing that he wanted to put on the best show that he could for the audience.
Yeah, it's that thing where it's like he wrestles like, he just wrestles like he would like, this is the type of show I want to go to.
This is Mick. Let me get it.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Hello. Oh, hey, Mick. Hi. Yeah, we are in Paleo Joe's. We are set up.
Tell him we got drinks.
We got a drink for you. I know how much you like these Mai Tais. Really? When? Oh, okay. Well, we're here. We'll still be here if you can make it. We would really appreciate it.
What?
All right. Well. All right. Thanks for the call. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Thanks. You too. Bye.
What happened?
He's not coming.
Well, did he say what was going on?
Yeah, he had to get to the venue for tonight. There was a last-minute cancellation for a previous event, so they're going to use the time to test out new lighting and new sound.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, man.
That's not like they could just do it without him there, but whatever. Whatever.
It's okay. Well, anyway, thank you for joining us here on Stood Up. Our guest next week is Canadian singer Anne Murray.